All right. Hey, everybody, welcome back. And I have received the go-ahead that we are ready for our next run, Otogi, Myth of Demons by Ameiii. And we're going to pass it over to him so he can show off this wonderful game.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Otogi run. I'm one of the commentators. I'm Shabu, and I'm joined by Raelcun, one of the other commentators, and then our illustrious, fantastic, wonderful runner, Ameiii, king of schmovement. Now, I want to talk a little bit, just for a second, about our wonderful cake of knowledge when it comes to this game. We've got Ameiii, who has probably, honestly, played this game more than any other living human being on the planet. Knows the game very well, unfortunately does not know the lore very well. Then you have me. I took some notes, so I'm a little bit more prepared than Raelcun. I've also watched the run a grand total of probably 3 times, so you know I am a vast encyclopedia of knowledge myself. And then we have Raelcun, who watched it one time a year ago, forgot everything, and asked a couple questions. So I'm going to give you the Spark Notes version of Otogi, everything you need to know, all the delicious little tasty morsels of game knowledge that you're going to need to know coming into this game. Ninja dude, ninja stuff. Movement is Pog. Combat is mostly magic or downward slash. Mercy orbs. Purple bar. Magic, but if you run out, you die.
That sure is
so
a
we can
Otogi.
start the run? Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's everything anyone needed to know.
So time will start on accepting this menu here. So 3, 2, 1, go.
So we should probably introduce our voices. You heard Shabu. I'm Raelcun. The other voice
I am Ameiii.
Ameiii.
So the game starts off with a simple tutorial level. Just a couple of demons that we're gonna float around. Ninja dude do ninja stuff. And there's not much to it. Downward slashes are good. The movement is Pog. The dialogue is maybe not as Pog.
What are you talking about? Dialogue's the best part. Come on. You can't sell the dialogue short like that. Why else would you play the game? Come on.
I don't
Yeah, if you
know,
watch
dude.
the dialogue at the bottom, it can be interesting. I remember having a lot of fun the last time we did this, but I don't remember a lot of the details. But one thing to maybe mention is, this is a lesser-known game by a publisher that a lot of people probably know. Could you remind people who made this game?
Yeah, it's this little publisher. I believe they went by the name of From Software back then, but it's just FromSoft nowadays. And they may have made a couple of bangers over the years. I don't know if this counts as one of them.
I was going to say, I'm not entirely sure this is one of them. But I do want to say there's a couple things that we just did in the first level, which is, did you get the Mercy Orb?
I did get the Mercy Orb.
Oh, so that was one of my notes. If you were taking notes like I told you to, then you would have written this down. But Mercy Orbs give us life. They're life orbs, which we will need because this game, in true FromSoft fashion, is incredibly difficult and has some really fun mechanics.
Yeah, they've definitely fine-tuned it since in the later series they came out with.
What are you talking about? This looks like peak gameplay in terms of smoothness. There's also magic in this game. So you got dragon already. And that's the purple bar I was alluding to earlier, which is magic. And if you run out of magic, you die. Fortunately, magic deals a lot of damage, and we'll talk about that a bit later. Also, destructible environments. And oh boy, it's getting saucy because there's going to be some really nice and fun stuff we're going to do with those. Because if you hit enemies into blocks and they break, then they deal more damage. And we'll talk about this later. And I'm just kind of spinning my wheels until we get to the third stage when we're going to pass it over to donations.
I'm gonna ask my first question of what's probably many in this run. How are you doing that downward slash input? Is that difficult to maneuver? What is this repeated input that we're seeing?
So essentially, I press A and then Y. It's a very simple input.
The movement in this game is...
The hardest part is definitely the camera. Camera does not work very well. It is forced to be inverted. You can't change it, ever. I do not use inverted cameras for context.
Still
So this is always great.
remains.
I was expecting it to be more complex than 2 buttons.
No, here. Do you want to hear all of the button presses in this game? Would you like to hear them?
Yes, please. Let's
Movement.
go for it.
Dash is trigger. It's very complex. Lift or upward swing is trigger plus attack. And then downward strike is heavy attack in the air.
Defeat the immortal high priest.
That's pretty much
Do you
it.
need me to repeat that?
I don't know. I think I'll be good.
None shall pass.
Oh,
None shall pass.
Shall pass.
None shall pass?
This place at once.
I like.
His mind is
I don't know if I quite caught that.
He cannot be
I'm
reasoned
pretty
with.
sure in the recording studio they took like 3 takes of one of the
His
devs,
loyalty
just like none
is
shall
high.
pass. They're like, all right,
But he is
perfect.
no longer
Let's get it.
himself.
Are you sure? I was just warming up. No, that's it. That's the one.
You must grant death to this poor
gosh.
and foolish old man.
So it actually has 2 different lines there.
To let
2
him
different
go
takes
on
of the same dialogue.
will only cause him
But one of them they only use once. The other one we may hear once more.
None shall pass.
even now. He resists.
You just took a big chunk of damage there from
The
something.
capital was
Yeah,
moved
so he
1,000 years
shoots some fireball things.
Why did they? My question is why? Why do they have They have like 2 dialogue.
Master.
Sorry, brain just absolutely turned into mashed potatoes there.
None shall pass.
My bad. We're gonna hear it again.
Shall pass.
What
Thank you.
happened?
Leave this
So usually you don't get hit by the fireballs on the way, so that you can face tank the remaining ones. But
He cannot
I
be
got
reasoned
hit by something I've never been hit by before.
with. His
By the way,
loyalty
chat, the ding ding is
high.
coming from the game. It's not
But
coming
he is
from your
no longer
phones.
himself.
Just gonna throw that out there. But I like that
Yeah.
they recorded 2 separate
You
versions
must
of
grant
None Shall
death
Pass, and
to
then they
this
only
poor,
played
foolish old
one version over and over again.
To let him go on
This
living
Mercy Orb is not playing very nice either.
cause him
Yeah, that bell is a feature. I hope you like it. You're gonna hear it a lot.
even
There's
now,
another
he
version of it. We
resists.
just heard 2 versions.
Yeah, there
It's
were 2
nice.
different
To
dings.
raise the
Yeah, a little,
ceiling.
little twinkle.
It's probably the same bell.
1,000 years ago.
No, it's maybe pitch shifted up. Come on, cut him. Give him a little credit.
But there were those who
None shall pass.
None shall
I
pass.
like how it interrupts the previous dialogue that's already going.
Shall pass. Perhaps my master will see my loyalty and return.
I was really hoping he'd interrupt himself.
None shall pass. None shall pass.
There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna be waiting out dialogue here.
Why am I no
So if you have any donations, now would be a wonderful time.
You know I do.
world
Gazelle
is trapped
gives us
in a
$250 with no comment. Thanks a lot, Gazelle. That's very generous. We have $50 from some
Is
guy,
this a dream?
XG3, who
Or is it
says,
real?
happy to support a cause like this,
Does
even if I
good
can't
or
watch this
evil
live throughout the week.
truly exist?
Looking forward to catching the uploads on the GDQ YouTube channel. And what a wonderful segue that is. If you didn't know, all these runs will be available on the GDQ YouTube after the marathon is over. So please consider checking those out to see all the wonderful runs you missed.
That was smooth.
Thank you. It's almost as if the donation set it up for me.
Very smart.
Alright, so this level, we have to... I believe we free the Spirit of Key or something. I don't know why. I don't know if that's actually the case.
Oh, when you explained it, I thought you said you were getting a key.
No, as in like essence.
Oh,
I say essence because I
okay.
just read that on the screen, but
We're learning together.
for some reason they put it in these vases, which are
All right,
Kinda cool.
don't worry. I'm what you would consider an Otogi expert.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
a lore
reminder,
expert.
reminder that these 2 are supposed to be the ones that know what's going on.
Excuse me, Raelcun. I've watched Ameiii play this game maybe 3 times, so I definitely have a degree. So from my understanding, we are dead, but we're not dead. And then we are going to die further, but then come back from the dead to only be like a kind of dead. And then we're gonna die again.
So then we'll be extra dead again?
Yeah.
I think so.
Or you might
And
just
then-
be only dead at that point.
Okay. But who passes?
None. None shall pass. So this is a fun level. It's the mechanics is run around and destroy stuff. There is something that actually is kind of important there, where we got a accessory. That's what it was called. I wrote ACC in my notes, and I was like, accuracy is not right. I could not think
got
of
a
accessory.
thingy.
Accessory raises physical damage. This is our first shop stop. It's a quick shop stop to equip some item slot in our top slot.
Cross the
That was a lot
lane
harder
of
to say.
tortured souls, purified.
I think that's just the stuff that increases damage, right?
Yeah, so the beads, they make you do more damage. I don't know how much damage, they just do stuff. And the magic's pretty pog.
Pretty bug.
We're not gonna use the
So-
magic, but we equip it because it's a much more convenient time.
The moon's protection.
We're already in the menus, we may as well.
Sometimes.
So is this like ignoring the terrain of the level intended? Are you doing something fancy for this here?
Yeah, I'm holding right trigger.
I will say, okay, so this level has some kind of cool mechanics. When the moon goes behind the cloud, fire appears and drains MP. During the boss can't be damaged when the moon is behind the clouds. Fortunately for us, we can just like downward slash it into the ground, and downward slashing stuff into the ground does big boy damage. It's strong, as you might say. So that's what we're going to be doing most of the time, and trying to put them into destructible environments, as I talked about earlier. It does even more large damage.
Yeah, the game even asks you to wait patiently, but we don't. You don't actually have to.
Oh, what's
So that was a boss fight. I don't really feel like one.
I was gonna say, wait, is this the boss we're fighting now?
Really cool mechanically, you know. You could definitely tell, I'm sure.
And now we're
Right.
going on a boat ride.
Okay,
Anyone
so
who's played this game loves it.
The game or the boat?
Probably just the boat.
probably just the boat.
I remember there being something really RNG about the boat.
Yes. Okay. Wow. That's actually, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
That's great. I applaud you, Raelcun. All right, so let me give you the breakdown that I definitely am not just reading from my notes. So this is a 5-minute auto scroller, but it gives us a chance to talk about magic because Ameiii is going to be using that magic. So what you're seeing. Are you seeing it right now, or is it only against the boss?
It's only against the boss. These little
Alright.
jelly dudes, they're just little punching bags.
Let me amend that statement real quick then. What you will be seeing against the boss is 3 light attacks and then a spell. And the 3 light attacks fully charge the spell. You can fully charge the spell by charging the spell. Shocker, I know. Or you can do 3 light attacks into a spell. And that's the big damage. But the big RNG thing is that one of the enemies on this boat drops an attack up, and it's 2 times damage increase. When it
Yeah.
drops is entirely RNG, and if it drops later, then that is delicious, wonderful, having a great time. If it drops early, then that is big sad.
So like if it
Because-
drops late, you can use it against the boss still?
Yeah, exactly.
It saves a whole 5 seconds in this 5-minute auto scroller.
Let's go.
Amazing.
Woo! World record pace, baby. I guess I'll also take a very quick chance to say certain spells can hit more than once, which is pretty exciting. I'm sure everyone's very enthralled with the gameplay right now. Butterfly and Dragon can hit more than once, but only if the enemy is not knocked back. Phoenix does burn damage, so it's like a dot, and then Chimera is bad.
Yeah, it's just bad.
As in, just it's terrible. Don't use it.
Yeah, it's
It's
bad.
just bad.
There's nothing
its
special about
defining
it.
trait.
It's just bad.
How much more auto-scroller do we have left of me?
Probably like 2.5 minutes.
Probably do donations then. I ran out of notes.
You know
I'm
what?
on to the next level already.
I could do that. Jeff the Big Lizard gives us $10 with a simple "None shall pass."
I was waiting to see how many of those we were gonna get.
Yes.
Not as many as you'd expect, but more than you'd like. Sybil Eversong gives us $10 with, I was going to wait to donate, but seeing my friend Raelcun and a FromSoft game I haven't seen before, had to donate. Shout out to Progressively Progressing, our FF14 raid group. We are getting it this week.
Sure.
ProgChamp,
Thanks,
I
Sybil.
love the confidence on that.
Raelcun, ProgChamp. Let's go FF14.
Sure.
Sorry, I played too.
Carmen Loves Waldo gives us 25 with, my hubby and I have to go back to school tomorrow and are gaining power and courage through AGDQ. This couldn't have been better time. Let's kick cancer's butt. You got one more in you or not?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
having a whale of a time.
Whale of a time. Vidiot Plays gives us $50 with, AGDQ is a great group and I am so excited to be donating for the first time. Thank you all, both players and staff, for all you do. And Raulna gives us $15 with a very simple, love you guys.
Aw,
Aw.
Very sweet.
that's very nice.
Got some hearts in chat.
So this is
So-
actually the attack buff here.
Ooh,
Got lucky. We didn't kill it until very close to the end.
let's go 5 seconds.
Hell yeah. We still
Is
gotta
that like
wait
a
for the
thing
boss.
where you could just leave the drop and pick it up later, or is it just gone if you don't pick it up?
It stays there forever, I believe. The problem is the boat moves ever so slowly,
Oh,
and the buff does not.
so if it dropped near the front of the boat, maybe you could preserve it for a bit.
Yeah. If it drops near the front, it's pretty pog. If it drops near the back, you're never gonna see it again.
All right, here's the 3 slash and then magic attack. Let's get a replay on that. Oh yeah, love that.
So the boss can actually knock you back randomly, and we're gonna lose those 5 seconds now.
And
As he
I
hopped
throw
to
it
the other
over.
side.
Aw. Just gonna throw it over to our guest analyst, Raelcun.
The source of the essence of water.
I think the analyzing has been done, sorry.
So it's all right. I was gonna see if you could find any way to dress up the 3-hit magic attack. So
We
this
see,
is.
as opposed to holding the button, you hit the attack button 3 times first.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
I understand. Okay. Yeah, some of the viewers might have been struggling with the other.
We're actually gonna go
explanations, so-
back to some new combat here. Well, I say new. We're gonna use heavy attacks, which is by pressing
Wait.
Y.
Pillars that support
That's not allowed.
Wait, but that's the button you press in the air normally.
it will surely fall.
Yeah,
You're doing it on the ground now?
I'm doing it on the ground. Sometimes I even jump.
Wait a second. I'm gonna need you to go back and say that one more time. My feeble little brain is having a difficult time. That's not in the notes.
Yeah.
What's happening in this level?
So there's
Why are you
a
destroying the towers?
there's a tower here, and it's something to do with the key again. So we go smash, I guess.
I love how much we all know about this game.
Which type of smash are we talking here? Are we talking like do 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 do,
Oh
or
my god.
the other kind of smashing?
Hammer time.
Nigel Thornberry smashing.
Oh, okay.
I'd also like to say that I'd love to lie to you guys and say that that was the last auto scroller. But it's not.
Hey, the second one's cooler.
Wait.
The second one is cooler. You get to pick up a weapon you never use because it's bad.
Hang on, you destroyed like 20 towers, and the person just said there are still 4 more.
Yeah. It only needs one to stand up.
Oh my god.
I don't know why.
Holy
Wait a
graveyard
sec.
of
I
sorcerers.
actually have stuff written down for this. That's more
Okay.
than destroy
Whoa.
towers.
Hit
It's
me with
not
it.
exciting, but all right. So this is the first like notable boss, and it's like the first real difficulty spike. And I do wanna like, we're gonna be laughing. We're gonna be like, we're gonna a bunch of chums, you know, a bunch of chums on the couch over here, you know, having a good time. But I will say this game is difficult, and it can kill you very easily. If you stand still in this boss fight at all, for instance, and you get hit by lightning, it is a one-shot. And it will just kill you, and you have to do it again. You're actually not even supposed to beat this boss. You're supposed to get it to about like half health, and then Ameii's just gonna kind of run away like a champion, not like a coward, like a champion.
You're teaching a
Like a champ.
lesson.
just kind of knock it around a little bit with your pool noodle or whatever you've got there. And
Sure
then you wait
feels like
for,
a pool noodle.
Some of the sound design makes it feel like a pool noodle. I'm not gonna lie. But you're waiting for you can take it to half health. Then there's an audio cue, and then you just you can show off the incredible movement in this game and how it's basically just a huge old sandbox, and you can move around forever as long as you don't hit the invisible walls.
There we go, that's half health. So we don't want to get hit by the lightning. So we're just gonna fly away.
That's a great
Literally just
comment.
fly away.
So we're not so much flying away to victory, just flying away.
Yeah, just flying away.
Like a champion.
Just
I
a
do
reminder that From Software went from this to Dark Souls jumping. Bit of a downgrade in my book, but whatever works.
Oh man, this is good. Notes. We think this might be a video game.
You wrote that in your
No. Someone in chat said notes. We think, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
thought you had that in your notes.
No. I'm gonna add it right now though. I'm putting it on level 8. It only destroy towers there, so next time we're in a marathon for this game, for whatever reason, it'll say, we think this might be a video game.
And you won't remember the context at all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna ask Ameiii like 15 minutes before the run.
Yeah.
Be like, what does this mean? I don't know.
What is this boat?
No, we don't need to talk about the boot yet.
Then after a while, the level just ends?
Blocks the flow of
Yeah. Just after a while.
Honestly, we think this might be a video game might be pretty accurate.
Oh, Shabu, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Level 10.
please.
What do you have
Level
for this
10.
one?
It says looks the worst. It just says it's ugly.
It's pretty bad.
But in real talk, the second wall has a tunnel with a weapon. We've got magic staff, butterfly, just increases MP and butterfly damage. And butterfly is one of the actually okay ones. There's a mercy orb and a pillar that we're gonna grab, which is our health balls, our little things at the bottom right.
Your health orbs.
Yes, health orbs.
Orbs.
Oh, I didn't even realize there were orbs in this game. They're called mercy orbs. I feel dumb for not making that connection. This is why I need the notes. But
Mercy
Question
orb.
when you're past your notes here.
oh yes, but by all means ask away.
So we just picked up a weapon, and I noticed we were doing some stuff with weapons in the shop earlier. So like, what do the different weapons do?
Swords do damage. There's bigger swords, which for some reason do less damage. There's smaller ones, which also do less damage. And then there's staffs, which buff your magic.
By the way, at level
Something like that.
15, we'll talk about the shop a little bit more in depth. I've got some really in-depth notes that say stuff like repair sword. That's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is.
Your swords take
Repairing
damage.
swords.
Yes, there's a degradation system, but You didn't hear it from
Yeah.
me. This is spoilers. It's 5 levels from now.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
So speaking of butterfly, though, we're actually going to use it to destroy the last object over here. With that nice little triple slash butterfly.
You know,
thing.
I thought butterfly would be like some technique, not literally just shooting blue butterflies from your sword.
The blue means they're poisonous.
Dark, ancient forest.
Is that a serious thing, or you?
No, not at all. That was me trying to
Or-
trying to rationalize why they deal so much damage.
I was like, is that ad-libbing, or are you being for real right now?
I'm glad that my notes are so bad that you can't tell the difference. Now level 11, I've got some more interesting notes. This level lags.
A lot.
That's a lot.
That's all the notes you had. I was waiting for more.
No,
and
there
I
are
realized
actually
that's all
more.
of your notes.
No,
Okay.
there are actually more. So you pick up this weapon, Jewels of the Mountain. It's a safety strat. I think you use it for selling.
Yes, I just
Right?
use it
Yeah.
to sell so I can repair the sword later on in the run.
Yeah, because fun fact, the first sword kind of strong though. That's some more spoilers. This is where the lag really begins. By the way, if you're not
Yeah, I can see
getting
it.
if you're not getting a slideshow, if you're not saying next slide please, then I don't know what to tell you. But the game expects you to use these levels to grind for EXP to gain levels. Yeah, so the game gets really hard in about like 5 to 10 levels. I do want to say that the game is actually still fairly challenging, even despite our attitude about it. But if you get a 400 combo on this, you get the training stat, which, and I quote, sucks, so we don't get it. So that's what that's what we
Okay,
got
so-
for this level.
If our progression is you're picking up orbs to gain more health, and you're picking up equipments to buff your attack and your magic, what do levels do?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
I know they're pretty good.
They
They do
they're
stuff.
good enough to have level grinding levels.
So they make you better in some nebulous way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somewhere
We
in your
know
brain, that
what it
number
does.
going up feels good, I guess.
I'm not even gonna pretend to know what it does. If I had to take a guess, I'd say like damage, but I honestly, I've never played this game. I don't know. If it's not in the notes, then it's not. It's not. It
Stop
doesn't
and just
exist.
Put my head in my hand for a second there.
I'm not even memeing,
Yeah.
by the way. I genuinely don't really know what levels do, other than they're pretty good. They help.
They are good.
Yeah.
Unlike the training staff, levels are good. So, yeah, there you go.
It should be the level over. It's actually on a timer. There we go. We don't actually have to kill all of them. But
This
the
is
XP does
probably.
help, potentially.
We think.
We think.
We think levels, at the very least, have some kind of, like self-fulfilling prophecy, where it goes higher and you feel better. So, a nice placebo. This is actually probably my
Strong
favorite
placebo.
level. Jokes aside and stuff. I love this one because there's this really long, windy road, and it's this horrible pain in the patootie. And you just say like nah, and you just fly around the corner there, and you're at the end. Then you're at the boss.
And again, the very complicated inputs there is that you're holding the dash button.
Yeah. Occasionally I jump as well if I need a little bit of height.
Raelcun, come on. There might be new people joining the stream who don't know. So this boss actually deals some what my notes say big boy damage. You can sunlock it by hitting it into the floor, and because objects on the floor and wind, it's actually really difficult. This boss is pretty finicky and challenging, but Ameiii has made pretty easy work of
And
it.
you're like damaging the floor when you smash him down to the floor?
Yeah.
Because
You break the
went
floor
into
and
the
your
floor
frame
at
rate.
one point? Like,
A volcano.
what happened there? You were under the ground?
Can someone change the transparency on the overhead projector?
Yeah.
These are so good.
A volcano.
It was
Do
actually
we have an
surprising.
explanation on why you were in the ground there?
Oh yeah, this game was one of the few in the original Xbox that have destructible terrain. As you can see, it's occasionally not quite there, but they tried.
So the terrain isn't always there, and sometimes it forgets that it's supposed to be there and you fall through it.
Yeah, they actually did a really good job for most of the game. Just that one level, for some reason, you kind of mesh through it. I don't really know.
All right, I'd like to make a little shout out. So we bought Phoenix, which is another of the magical magic spells. That's what they're called. Spells. We bought another spell. It's called Phoenix. It's the dot, does burn damage. But the thing we talked about earlier, rock paper.
We haven't actually talked about that yet.
No.
Have I not? I got so hung up on the rock paper scissors thing earlier. Last time we did this, I couldn't remember the game rock paper scissors, and I equated it to Pokemon. The spell system has like a weakness and buff system. So they're like affinities. Certain affinities are weak and strong to certain magic attacks, and these golems are really, really rough and tough and ready to rumble and tumble all the way down to your last bit of health bar. They can one-shot you, but fortunately, thanks to a really old ancient guide on the internet, just like a random playthrough guide, I was able to figure out that they're weak to Phoenix, and so that made this fight a lot easier from my understanding. I don't know, I don't play the game.
So this wasn't discovered through gameplay, just some source on the internet said they were weak to fire.
Yeah, it's actually not the only thing we learned from a 18-year-old guide. Part of the route is based on that guide. I don't even remember who made it.
There is still
I wish I did.
one more left.
Let's go random person on the internet 18 years ago,
Yeah.
writing an Otogi guide.
That's impressive, because that's the age of a guide on the internet having some dubious information on it.
Yeah. Wasn't that when like everything had those headers too that were like
Oh, yeah.
typing
Oh
art?
yeah.
The text art
Yeah.
like headers, yeah.
Those were cool.
A shrine path.
Level 14 is long and windy, but we know where to go. It drains MP, so you're supposed to get stuff that mitigates it. But we just say like, nah, I'm not down for that. Maybe another
They've
time.
shown themselves.
Yeah. We
But if we run out of MP, we die, according to what you said at the start.
Yes.
we do.
So it is like a timer to get through this level.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
There's a
we know where
purple
to
bar.
go.
Them before they consume
Thanks to
all
upward
of your
slash
magic.
forever, we can get through the level pretty quickly.
This is lava
Also-
as well.
Archers
Lava
lead
doesn't really do anything.
to a holy
I was gonna say, is that gonna hurt you?
Each time you pass through one,
We're already double dead at this point, I think. Are we
Oh no,
double
we're
dead or
single
only
dead
single
right
dead?
now.
demon would
Okay,
pass
sorry,
through a
my
great
mistake.
arch.
A bit of
I'm-
lore. If a demon were to pass through a great arch, we will never know because the game never tells you.
A volcano. filled-
Because
Oh
you
my
finished
gosh.
level too early?
Oh no, it just doesn't tell you.
Really?
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my time to shine. I've got so many notes on this. We're stopping at a shop for a quick top slot change. We're gonna repair our sword because there's a degradation system. Starting sword
A
is,
volcano
and I quote,
filled
buff
with
as
the
heck,
key of fire.
strong when repaired. And so that's why we're repairing it. Unfortunately, the sword juice kind of goes away pretty quickly. So we're gonna hit the boss here one time and then grab a mercy orb, unless I'm mistaken. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, let's go. That's
Sword juice?
It's a bit like a good baguette, you know?
good. Yeah.
There's only so long before the sauce dries into the bread.
And slipped away.
Gotta have it while it's fresh.
Wait, you have sauce on your baguette?
Raelcun,
You don't?
I didn't know that was a thing.
you must defeat it.
Sometimes I dunk it in soup. Does that count?
Ooh, that's.
I would say that counts.
I want like a nice like tomato bisque now. You know, I think the lava is making me think of
Well, we're
tomatoes.
supposed to be talking about the shop on this
Yeah,
level?
yeah. Sorry, all it was really was starting sword buff as heck, strong when repaired.
So did it start like damaged, so it wasn't
Yeah.
strong because it wasn't fully repaired?
It started not strong, and now it's strong because we repaired it. But we've hit
Yes.
like 5 enemies, so it's probably not strong anymore.
Sword juice, not strong. Sword juice is like what, Capri Sun?
And did
like
it did
like
it
a
take
juice
like
box?
a lot of currency to make it repaired?
Yeah, we spent a lot of money for those 5 hits, like almost all of it, and it's gone now.
I'd also like
Amazing.
I'd like to talk about this boss a little bit because it's got some interesting mechanics, and by mechanics I mean there's a lot of really horrible things that can happen. So this is I'm just gonna read my notes verbatim here. Kill giant water bat dragon thing. Phoenix strong here. As many fully charged blasts as possible. You have to lock on, but the game makes that hard. After taking good damage, flies to the middle. If you're unlucky, the boss can go into the ceiling. Every Phoenix will miss as it slowly drifts down because it goes in a straight line.
Yep.
The boss can also no longer have a hitbox. So I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, I like to think it's his special move, just invulnerability forever.
So if we're going back to the Pokemon, it was spamming double team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You're fighting a guy with big red hair.
All right, so we're not completely out. We have a little bit of sword sauce left. And so what you want to do here is I think enemies also take more damage from behind, right? So,
Not quite. They're unable to block attacks from behind.
thank you.
So we're hitting him from behind. May not look like it. May look like we're hitting him from like a 10-degree
Side.
angle,
That was
Yeah.
clean.
but it
It
is.
looked impressive. I don't know
That-
how difficult that was, but that looked impressive.
It was incredibly difficult. Frame perfect.
Yeah, I pressed all of the 2 buttons perfectly in time.
Gotta sauce it up sometimes, you know? Really difficult. Honestly, not the hardest thing in this game, obviously, because like everything is so difficult. But definitely, you know, probably close to maybe almost frame perfect. The nice thing about going behind the enemy, though, is that you can actually stun lock them, which is going to be a pretty big thing in some of the boss fights. The game is actually pretty punishing, jokes aside.
Yep.
Phoenix level 2.
Yep. So we'll be using that soon, but until then, we're just strolling onto an enemy. So, you have any
Actually have a rather
donations?
important donation here from Platinum RPGs. $25 says the primary advantages of leveling up are more spirit essence, which allows spirit restoring items to be used more frequently, and a larger pool of friend reinforcements to choose from. Certain battle stages are also only unlocked at higher levels.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
what half those
Platinum
words mean.
RNG or RPGs for telling us what leveling up does. I appreciate
You need
it
to
a
put
lot.
that in your
you.
notes, Shabu.
That's
Yeah, put that in your notes.
All right, it's going in this open spot. So randomly in level 19 at some point, I'm just gonna say levels
I'll copy paste the donation message in the Discord for you.
levels are good.
Yeah,
Thank
there you go.
That's what I got.
Precognito donates 25 with, I was going to leave a comment, but I couldn't find it in my notes. Great comment.
Dang. It just happens sometimes.
This happens sometimes. Sour Penguin gives us 100 with, my favorite part of GDQ is getting to see some of the weird games out there. Hope to see the glitchless Skyrim run. Let's tell Cancer, none shall pass.
I like that. I like that.
The black flames will turn your
So these are more golem dudes, and Phoenix is Pog.
I like my notes are golem time, baby, and then sub note Phoenix time, baby.
I forgot my one rooting change of the past year.
It's a new
There's a
strat.
raise attack there.
Wait, there's a new strat?
Yeah, there's a buff there.
Excuse me, Raelcun. Otogi is very popular and volatile in its rooting. There's constant changes and optimizations.
So when you say there's a buff there, where was it? Like how far
It
out
was
of the way did
in
you
a
have to get it?
pillar. So in practice, I accidentally hit that pillar about 7 hours ago, and there's a buff there.
As in, you found this existed 7 hours ago.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
Wait,
world
this was
record
7 hours
incoming.
ago? I didn't know that. What the?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Unlocks battle stages. Sorry, I'm trying to write down the levels are good. Subnote. I don't know how far I'm gonna get in it. I think that's all I'm gonna add. It's gonna be incomplete for now. So it's level 19. We are officially underleveled, which we have now learned what that means. Thank you. Platinum RPG, I think. Is the name.
Yeah.
Now this level is like rough at the beginning. The game just like can continuously just 1-2 punch you. Butterfly is probably the best to use here, but it's not worth the time equipping. You have to look away from the enemies because the frames are so bad.
That'll be coming soon, yes.
I'm sorry, the notes don't have time cues on when it's just a giant tunnel. I don't know when these things are happening. I'm just reading them as they come. And the boss has a one-shot laser, which is fun.
I just want to point out that there is a raise attack buff here, but all of the enemies in this area are completely optional. So by the time we get to the boss, that will have worn out.
And then I have
So
one
why
more
did we
thing
pick
in
it
my
up then?
notes.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, why did we pick it up then? Just because we could?
Just because we could.
Okay.
Wanted to show
good.
that it was there. And now we're not going to show what's there, because I want more than 2 frames per second.
Next slide, please.
Oh no.
I do have one more thing in my notes that says levels are good. Unlocks bosses at battle stages.
Thanks.
You're welcome. They're now in the notes. And something about friendship. There you go. I don't remember.
I honestly don't know what that is.
Oh, I remember
Speaking
what that
of
was.
friendship, can I read a donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
Korik donates 25 with, "Hey there, GDQ and Ameiii. So happy to see you and Otogi at GDQ. Thank you, Ameiii, for being such a kind support to me over here watching and cheering you on."
Thank you.
Is this the boss?
Yeah, this is the boss. He's a big floaty dude.
It's like-
we hit him and do some magic.
It's a yin or a yang. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, it reminds me of some Persona, Sakimita, I think, and that whole group, which I'm sure means that it's some kind of really, good folklore thing that I'm totally botching.
Castle is a seemingly immortal demon.
Level 20.
Pog.
Just moving on.
Pog. So the plan is to stagger the boss. It's hard. It can take 2 minutes.
It can't.
This boss has a penchant for running away at random. So, if that happens, there's like some secret room action. Oh, are you just...
Oh no,
just saucing it up?
I'm going for the orb. The safety strat of going for an orb. Because
One of the health orbs?
yeah,
Mercy orbs? Yeah, I
it's
remember
kind
what it
of
was
flown
called.
away though.
Did it just go into the wall?
Probably.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
He juked you.
yeah.
Just got moves.
So, back to the boss.
I thought you said Ameiii was the king of schmovement.
Apparently that Mercy Orb is. Sorry, new king. Alright, so we're gonna try and stun this boss. I say we like I've ever played this game.
We're all in it for the journey.
I like
the
to
more
be
in
here
it
for
than others.
emotional support.
Perhaps you can't defeat this one with blades. The voice in your head says as you proceed to beat it down with your blade.
It says the exact same thing, but with magic. But magic doesn't actually do damage. So it doesn't really make any sense.
Wait, what? I've been lying this whole time? Or does magic not do damage to the dog?
Magic does not do damage to the dog. But it also
good
tells you
dog,
that
though.
blades don't do damage to the dog.
So you just bought Dragon 2, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. I totally knew that off the top of my head. You're gonna switch to Dragon 2, the Dragon Staff, and Prayer Beads.
Magical
this is where
beads.
this is where you've got a little typo.
Poison
Like the
sea
boot,
of red.
but it's
Like
a
the
guardian
boot.
spirit.
The boot?
The
It's
boots.
supposed to say boat.
I will send
The
my
worst,
guardian
the
spirit
worst part is
for your protection.
these are handwritten, so my A is
they're
just really
handwritten.
bad.
Oh.
The sea's
The A is
poison
just
waves
really
for you.
bad.
Guard it
So
I
yeah,
thought you had like a Google Doc or something.
No, I've got a nice. We're old school here. If it didn't hurt my hand to write it, then is it worth writing? You know.
It shall be
But
your
yeah, like the
guide
boot,
to the
but it's a
soul.
guardian spirit. It takes a ton of friendly fire damage. I just broke my pencil.
Oh no.
Did you write that? Or
No,
you just
sorry.
broke your pencil right now?
I just right now I was fiddling around with it a little bit. So kill the enemies before they get to it, so that you don't accidentally kill it yourself. There's a weapon here that we pick up, and it literally, like, for no reason other than we can. This is definitely 100% donation time if you have donations to read.
I 100% do have donations to read. Hide the Silverware donates 25 with Raelcun and Shabu has in under 30 minutes become my favorite guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Darius Leo Gator donates $10 with I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Good reference. I approve.
Scoof or Scoff donates 10 with this goes out to my boy Ameiii running Otogi. Good luck with the run. And remember to put a bone on the waffle.
Thank you.
Is that a reference to this run?
No, it's completely unrelated.
Okay.
So we play Phasmophobia, and sometimes we just say random words, and the ghost
Gotta
will
spook
reply.
that go somehow, yep.
Yep.
Osh donates $10 with got the week off work to chill out and watch this GDQ. What a great way to start the year. Hoping to get that Skyrim glitchless incentive. And let's go ahead and see where we're at on that. Our first major bonus game of the run, Skyrim Main Quest Glitchless. We are currently at 37,975 out of 45,000 total needed to add that run to the marathon. That's only about $7,000 left in order to make that happen. So please consider tossing your donations in to make that happen. I believe that's your preferred donation incentive, right, Ameiii?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Glitchless Skyrim. What a world we live in.
Looking forward to
Is that
that.
possible?
I want to see that,
Like,
honestly.
how, I'm curious how that works. I didn't know you could play Skyrim without glitches.
You
And
mean we're not gonna grab a bucket?
one more. Piccolo 113 says, "None shall pass."
None shall pass.
So this is like an escort quest, but you said that you can damage the person that you're escorting on accident?
Yeah, I would show you, but it'd probably die. So
Yeah, don't do that.
Lots of friendly fire damage.
there's also a weapon over here. It's really bad, but I'm gonna grab it anyway.
Doesn't it also
Because you
not
have nothing
sell
else
well?
to do?
Yeah, it's barely worth anything, but it's there.
But you're bored, so you pick it up anyway.
Yeah. I like collecting stuff.
So, mate, did you have a waffle today?
I have not had a waffle,
I had pancakes.
but I am gonna have a celebratory waffle after this run.
You deserve
A
it.
searing volcano.
I had a bagel. And a burger. It was a weird combination. I woke up late.
Ooh.
Was it like a burger inside a bagel as a bun?
No, that's not kind of heat though. Like a Parmesan bagel.
Yeah, that could be tasty. So this is like Dragon Spell you're using. It's upgraded Dragon Spell. Does this home in on things?
Sort of. Like it's meant to hit them, but sometimes it just kind of whips.
Misses. Yeah, okay.
I've got some really constructive notes here. Level 22. This level sucks.
Yeah. As you can see, sometimes they block the spell.
The reason being, there's gravity is a little weird, and then you fully charge magic with lights and hope they hit.
Oh, with light attacks. Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I understood that one.
Let's go. Learning, knowledge, let's go.
And you can tell when it's charged or not because the dragons are bigger. So when the enemy like knocks you out of your third charge attack, you get the small dragons.
All right, that's not in the notes. I didn't know that
I
one.
learned that one by looking.
I'm sweating. I'm gonna be out of a job. Does this lava hurt you?
No.
Is it because
Does
are we
lava
double
ever
dead?
hurt you?
No.
Maybe it
It's
is
just-
tomato bisque.
It's just there for the scenery.
The ambiance. I guess going back to the story that we know so much about, we're technically in the land of the dead or something like that. So there's got to be lava
yeah.
there.
Whoever's here is not having a great time, I must say.
But one remains.
There he is.
Alright, I'm still thinking about the waffles. I'm a little distracted, so my thoughts aren't coming out. I was like, ooh.
So are we double dead right now or single dead?
We're double dead, so we were alive, and then we're made dead, but we're alive, but we've gone to the land of the dead. So we're very dead,
But we're
Yes,
still alive.
Of course.
but we're still alive.
I see. Right. So this one's similar to the previous level.
You must destroy
This one has lightning one-shot stuff.
one Raelcun.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible to die here. This is difficult.
So the TLDR we've going on here is that you got the good spell and two different things equipped to make the spell stronger.
So
you're just-
one of them gives you more magic. The other
Oh,
one
okay.
gives you more damage.
So stronger and you can use it more.
Yeah.
The light
Does your
Perfect
magic like
combo.
regen over time?
is powerful.
Like, or do you just have a
None
set number
can
of
escape
casts?
it.
So you can regain some of your magic bar by killing enemies, but for the most part, it's very small.
Oh my goodness, that
So-
just took 3 orbs.
Yeah, there's lightning one-shots in here. It's like, as I said, it is actually easy to die here. Like, I'm.
There is just
You're a champ.
Just a little bit close.
Little bit clutch, you mean? Let's go.
That was scary and I don't even understand what's going on.
I don't either. This level, oh no.
This level
Okay.
sucks even more.
So we can start a counter on this one. This is RNG the level. The enemies can kill you, they can silence you, or they can weaken you, which is called curse. If any of those happen, you restart.
They're also,
You also
like becoming invisible. Oh,
Yep.
Yep. Do we know
yeah.
what those things do? Like what I can guess what silence does, and I can guess what weaken does. What does curse do?
Curse is exactly the same as weaken. It's just with a different word. I think.
Tight.
So I assume that weaken is physical damage, or is weaken both? Do we know?
From soft person?
So,
You know?
so levels are good.
There was a short pause there, and I understood what was going to happen, but I didn't know what your answer was going to be.
I have some more lore via a donation if you would like.
Oh,
Oh yes,
oh
please.
yes, please.
Please.
Oh my
Seth
gosh, that was
Ra
so fast.
Donates
Oh.
$5 and says the floaty boss is what is called a magatama. Ooh.
Thank you.
Is there an explanation, or that's just what it's called?
That just
That's all the donation says. I got
okay.
nothing
Okay,
more.
that's all right. That's all right. This is actually an important level. This is quite possibly the most important level in the game.
My favorite.
Level 25. So we equipped Butterfly 3 and Butterfly Staff because of the whole, weakness Fire Emblem thing. This level is super duper RNG. This is a run killer for sure. Run killer trademark. Basically, we're gonna kill all these wall seals. If pink things hit Thog, though, it's a typo, it drains MP, which we use to kill Hydra because Butterfly OP. Normally you run away, but if you kill it, you get a weapon called Orchid Malevolence. And this weapon is sick. So I love weapons like this. Basically, it's a weapon that one-shots everything, but it makes it so that you get one-shot by everything.
So it doesn't silence them and make them take extra damage based on how much damage they took while they were silenced?
No.
I don't know where you got that from.
That's a Dota reference.
Oh. Sorry, I have very little Dota experience. I'm sure some people in chat are pogging their brains out though right now. But yeah, it's typically meant as an endgame weapon, but we have like just enough damage to kind of squeak on by. And so, yeah, you can. Hydra will do these like light frisbees attacks, and you just play fetch and throw it right back at him, and that deals some chonker big boy damage as well. So
He does not want to do those right now.
yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
As an update, now that the delay has scrolled through, there are some people pogging in chat now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I played Dota for maybe 20 or 30 hours with a friend, so my knowledge is lacking. I'm sorry to let you
So
down.
I can't help but notice that your purple bar appears to be empty, but you're not dead. Does that mean you've got just like a tiny sliver there?
Yeah, I got like a tiny sliver, and I'm just hoping he does a frisbee. If he doesn't do a frisbee, we'll be doing this again.
This music feels very fitting.
What would the frisbee do for you? Would that like let you
and-
get some magic?
It would
back?
let me reflect it at him to do damage, because I have no
So
magic
what happened
left.
to your health bar?
So I'm dying now. I have no purple bar. So my health bar is no more.
It's draining. Okay.
That's actually the worst RNG I've ever seen on that. In terms
Yeah,
of
I didn't get
light
it.
frisbees.
Found.
Didn't get a single one.
The leaning
So there was a
There's-
thing that was supposed to happen that didn't happen.
Yes. I was meant to get one attack out of like those 8 attacks so that I could reflect it, and was not lucky. I shall not pass the day.
Could you imagine if there was just a random bug with the Hydra just none shall pass? It feels, yeah, you got hit by two of the purple floaty boys.
Okay.
Yep.
I have an important question.
Sure.
I have an important
So if we're
answer.
dead but alive, but sent to the land of the dead, so we're double dead while still alive, what happens if you die in a stage? Are you then triple dead? Are you still only double dead but no longer alive?
Sorry, I'm frantically looking through my notes. Dash is on the trigger. And then upward swing is trigger plus attack. Hopefully that answers your question. No, that's a thonker for sure. I think do you just die at that point? Are you just dead, but like not double dead, not like fake dead?
Would being dead like cancel out all the double dead stuff, and then you're just regular dead?
I wonder
How does
if
that
it's like a you're either 0 or you're 1, but then there's like, are we at -1 right now? And then is 0 worse? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I thought it would make more sense when it started coming out of my mouth, and by the time that the thought had started dribbling out of my mouth, unfortunately,
So you're saying it's time for
already had.
donations?
Yes, please stop me.
I think I can do that. Would you like some donations?
Yes, please.
Please. You got it. Coming right up. So, Jera the Mage gives $25 with Always Love GDQ. And this timing is great as I am homesick this week. Also, this Otogi game seems so familiar. I swear I played this back in the day.
I'm
I saw a
sorry.
frisbee. I saw
Yeah.
one frisbee.
I hit it back, and it missed.
Oh no. Okay. More donations.
Bara donates $50 and just says, Skyrim, Skyrim, Skyrim.
Oh, I'm
Which,
so down.
you know what? Same. Shronkle donates $30.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What?
With this run reminds me of how duct tape can fix concrete stairs. I don't know if that's true.
I'm intrigued though.
Oh no!
Did
the
you just try to
cutscene.
hit those back, but they got canceled by the cutscene?
Yep, my attack got cancelled.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Have you hit one of the frisbees yet?
I did, but I got hit by the purple orb, so I don't have as much magic.
Oh no.
So I need like 3. So, any more?
more donations.
Yes, I do. A fancy dragon donates $250 with the runner/couch are hilarious. Thanks for the great comment. None shall pass. Donation goes to the amazing note taker's choice.
Ooh.
So
Definitely.
Shabu, what is your incentive that you would like this $250 donation to go to?
Skyrim for sure. I really want to see glitchless Skyrim because honestly, I don't know how that's possible even playing through the game normally.
Same. Did we just get by an orb again?
I got hit by
Oh.
a couple.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's probably the safer choice.
Yeah. So I do have a safety save if this goes on for just a little bit too long.
Okay.
And
I do
hopefully
have
we'll
to
get it
say
this time.
that I really appreciate that you refer to things written wrong in your handwritten notes as typos.
I didn't even realize. It's. I'm not fixing them either. They're staying in. Adds character. Where would the comedy go if I corrected them? You know. I got nothing else to lean on.
But I think you're still good to go for more donations.
You got
Yeah.
it. So, Ball Unix donates $25 with, wow, this Otogi run is really, checks notes, bops? Inu donates 25 with, I wish all runs had a note reader like this one does. It's making the run for me. We have Cynic Jester donating 25 with, I used to be an adventurer like you, but I took an arrow to the knee.
I was waiting for there to be a twist.
I was too. It's almost better though. It's like the anti-humor.
no. He's shooting the discs and
And we're missing.
black fell off my desk right as I said that. One second.
Oh no.
I think you're good to keep going.
Sethra,
Oh, yeah.
the individual who donated with the Magatama donation earlier, added another $5 with, to add further elaboration to the prior donation, a Magatama is believed to symbolize avoidance of evil or the magic of good fortune. So
Oh.
I'm not sure you want to destroy that as a boss fight.
That's what's happening now is probably a good indicator.
It's like breaking a mirror. 7 years bad luck, 7 runs
Oh.
bad luck.
Was that the
Oh.
kill?
That
Did
was
you
the
get it?
kill.
That's it.
We got it.
Right as your health bar was draining, by the way. I saw that.
Yeah.
Guess what,
we got
guys?
lucky.
I think that's what we call a
saw-
pog moment.
That's Pog.
That is a pog.
So what's this weapon we got?
Oh.
Because I heard we did that to get a weapon.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to explain to me or shall I?
You go for it while I'm menuing.
Okay, so the weapon we just got, Orchid Malevolence, you one-shot everything, but everything one-shots you. But for now, we're gonna repair our sword and grab a carton from the fridge and refill our sword sauce.
East of the capital.
Crap,
lies a disease.
I meant to say sword juice. I said sword sauce because of the alliteration.
It's funny. It's funny. It works. Keep going.
Anyway, so you re-up your sword sauce, and then you re-equip the sword and the physical damage beads because now we're out of magic mode. We're gonna kill this big dude and run around and collect some orbs.
They're not mercy
That's-
orbs. They're just orbs.
Just orbs.
Just orbs.
Kind of sad orbs. And that's all I have in my notes. So
So, with the one-shotting of everything and being one-shot, is that only when you hit them with the sword, or does magic count too?
oh, that was bad.
Oh my
I
goodness,
don't know.
that was all of your health.
So you know how we can hit things into destructible objects and it deals a ton of damage?
That happened to us, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything that you can do to enemies can do to you. Just about. I think. Don't
yeah,
quote me
pretty
on
much. Including things that don't break. If they just hit you into whoa. You're in for a bad time.
Just like impact damage in general.
like
oh my
that.
goodness.
Yeah, this game, so again, Ameiii is very good. Ameiii has played this probably more than most people on the planet. But it is like an incredibly difficult game. And like, Ameiii has made light work of it, but yeah, there's some stuff that's very difficult.
There are 2 more stone orbs.
But we do got some
hidden
sword sauce though.
Stone orbs. There we go. They're stone orbs.
Oh,
The lore.
Just 1 more stone orb.
thank you, person.
Also, I just want to say we got distracted. I appreciate the additional information from that donator.
Oh, yeah.
Maga
The
Gatama?
Magatama by
Magatama.
Seth Ra. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Seth.
Seth Ra.
I was just trying to remember if there were 2 Gs or 1 G. So it's 1 G.
Oh, someone said I prefer sword milk.
Ooh.
I don't.
See the sense?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like
uncomfortable
that.
for some reason. I
I
don't
don't-
know why.
I'm gonna. So this is a semi-auto scroller. We're gonna move on from that. So you're gonna heavy attack the nails, the forbidden art. It's okay. We're back to the downward slash.
Even the
But yeah. So this has a one-shot as well, just like basically everything. And so for safety, we're just gonna not even risk it. You don't
Yeah.
want that biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
Should I
I
just
did
assume that
try.
at this point there's a potential one-shot everywhere?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the rest of this is quite difficult because there's going to be like this one, and then there's going to be a boss rush level that's also incredibly
2
difficult.
more still remain.
It looked like that angle you almost hit 2 nails with 1 down slash. Is that possible or just like
No,
easy?
that is completely possible, and ideally you would do that every time, but
It looks difficult at least.
yeah, you have to press a lot of buttons for that one, and I'm not used to it.
There is
You have to press 3 buttons.
Hey, that's a 50% increase.
Okay, so this is actually. Wait, are you getting some sword sauce?
I'm getting some extra sword sauce.
Oh my gosh, I love the sword sauce. Anyway, this is actually probably the best level, and it is pretty gosh darn heckin' sick, my dudes. There's 4 bosses. I wrote boss time rush, baby. You knock enemies into the glass here. There's a pillar that has an attack buff, so you want to make sure you don't break it, because you want that later, because it's some saucy damage increase that probably saves like however many seconds. And these bosses deal a lot of damage, so we're gonna need to be a little careful.
This is
I don't know how to finish that sentence.
It's not
I saw
really a
something in-
boss just yet. Sorry, carry on.
I saw something in chat I have to ask you about.
Sure.
The bot got angry at it, but I can cheat because of a mod. So they're asking if you take sword butter and some sword eggs and some sword sugar, some sword flour, can you add that to the sword juice and make sword cake?
You put juice in your cake?
Well, we didn't like the idea of sword milk, so I assume that's what they're going with.
Okay.
I think if you used sword milk or sword cream, neither of which I actually like, I'm realizing.
No, that's very uncomfortable.
I don't like that at all. If you use either of the things I just said, you could probably make a sword cake.
Would it come pre-sliced?
No.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
That was good.
So what's
I'm
going on
losing
this
it.
level now that I've distracted us entirely with sword cake?
So we gotta break some glass to actually get to the boss. The hardest part of this level is breaking the glass. I mean that quite literally.
How do you break the glass? Do you have to like knock the enemy into it?
Yes,
There we go.
Oh, right as you do it. Nice.
that is
And then
one
you
of
have to do it
3.
again.
What happens if you kill the enemy? Like, does another one spawn?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like invisible triggers that if you run over them, they'll respawn.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that hit.
It's
That looked good.
There it is.
Oh, we got
Oh.
one.
One more?
Oh. Well, no, it's two more, but
I mean two. Yeah, I knew that.
yeah. Oh no.
Oh, you broke
We grabbed the
pillar.
raise attack.
No,
No.
no, that wasn't in the notes, Ameiii. I don't know how many
Donations?
glass pillars there are. Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All right. So we have a $100 donation.
We might
here.
be here a
I
little
think our
while.
illustrious host may have not heard us. I think this is a good time for donations.
You got it. So we have a $100 donation from Tyler that says, Happy New Year, runners. This donation goes to the Skyrim run in honor of my dad, who lost his battle with cancer just over 3 years ago. Skyrim was the first game I bought him when he started his chemo treatment, and somehow he put in 300 hours without ever finishing the main quest. Which is just how most people play Skyrim.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the $100 donation, Tyler. Cowbobs donates 50 with, didn't know GDQ was doing a marathon right now. Glad I found out because these commentators are amazing. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. But I have to say, every time the word amazing comes up, I keep thinking about the fact that, like, Ameii's name is
I do
kind of
too.
in amazing.
I can confirm I haven't seen a single, like, written pun of that yet in any donations.
Dang.
Ooh.
This part is so rough.
Speaking of Ameiii, Rod donates $25 and just says, Hi Ameiii, go fast.
Hi, Rod.
Rod, yes. No.
Oh, the spin. He
No,
Beybladed it all over you.
Why are these hitboxes so bad? Come on.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We done it.
Yes. No. Yes.
So-
I'm
so-
so scared.
The whole point of that was to get to the boss, right?
Yes, the boss is these very annoying enemies from before. But since they're all bunched up, it's really easy to kill them.
So the boss is the enemies that you... Oh, it's
Oh.
those ones.
Those, yeah.
Can they still curse you?
I don't think so. I hope not.
I'm so scared right now.
Oh
Your
no, it's
health.
fine.
Oh,
The fear in your
Lord.
voice when you
I
said
just-
that.
It's okay.
It's under control.
So now we're gonna go fight. I think these are some of the bosses you fought before, right? No? Am I
Yeah.
imagining that?
So it's kind of a boss rush of all the bosses earlier in the game. Some of them
So
are
Mega
harder.
Man now.
Some of them tickle just a little bit. This one particularly will just straight up one-shot me. But the raise attack makes good work.
I actually have a question now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does sword cream last between deaths?
Oh no. Why are we talking sword cream?
No.
There's just something
Yeah,
funny.
I'm gonna
about-
say no on principle.
But actually no. If you die and restart, you do lose your sword cream.
Oh,
Why are we calling it sword?
it's okay. We can go back to sauce. I like the alliteration.
I don't like this.
Someone in chat said it again, and I just had to give it a little bit of sunshine.
Chat's been having a field day with sword X, Y, and Z. And none of it is good.
Well, I'm sorry. It was never gonna be good.
So we're gonna take a joke from the last time this game was on that most people won't know. Will be funny to us. So if we're talking about Sword X, Y, and Z, what's your favorite Pokemon from that series?
No, you don't need to
No.
talk about. No. All right. So to give some context, when I was explaining the magic system, I compared it to Pokemon, and then I was trying to figure out what Pokemon was based off of, and I could not for the life of me remember rock, paper, scissors. And it was like 3 minutes of me fumbling around trying to figure out what rock, paper, scissors was until Raelcun said, wait, are you talking about rock, paper, scissors? So now,
It was a fun moment.
it was good. It was one of my, yeah, definitely a good moment for me. Are you on the last one?
Yep.
Or is
So
that- yeah.
I like to do a customary thing here, where the final level has some beautiful dialogue. We're gonna equip our one-shot sword and just gonna let it play out, and you can all appreciate
Beyond the night sky,
the beautiful writing
blaze with starlight.
that is Otogi.
This cutscene's so bad.
I legitimately forgot this.
Takes a little while.
Human beings have limitations. Certain goals cannot be reached. Certain sins cannot be erased. It is the one thing I have learned these 1,000 years.
Only spent
The
1,000 years
limits
learning one
of
thing.
humanity shall no longer bind me.
Whoa.
I burned this
Did he, like,
body
pull
in the
off a
flames
mask
of the
when he said that?
stars for 10,000 days.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
The god
10,000 days.
you shall
Pogs.
be my
a
offering to the
27-year
heavens.
journey.
27 years.
Soul has gained much power.
To be fair, it took him 1,000 years to learn one thing, so.
Now that your soul is ready, it shall become my final sacrifice. To fulfill the promise I made long ago, I face my final test. Soon the fate of this godless world will rest in my hands.
So now the boss fight actually starts. I'm just gonna hit him.
Oh yeah, we equipped Orchid
Fool.
Malevolence, the one-shot sword.
I bask
But it's not over yet.
in the million stars.
I love this part.
My flesh burned by the flames of 10,000 nights he shed.
I thought he said it was 10,000 days.
Well, now he's gotten all edgy, so he's got to change it tonight.
Oh no, we missed.
Oh, oh, there we go.
Okay.
Life.
I'm scared for a second.
I am death. I am the stars. I am the heavens. The fires of hell echo in the skies, and I am reborn. Grant me power through your light.
So time will end when I hit him again, hopefully.
Wait, now he's just an old man.
Yeah,
Michizane.
went through all that, and he finally told us his name. Time. Now we get a little more.
I die, despised, exiled from this world, alone. But this is the path I chose. Princess, forgive this fool for leaving you alone in this world. Use my flesh to bring new life into this dark world.
Cat needs to stop saying the word cream.
You're encouraging them.
Is this what we waited
Guilty as
1,000
charged.
years for?
So that was Otogi.
Those who are
It was a
suffering
ninja
are
dude doing ninja
forever
stuff. He was
doomed
dead
to
but
be
alive,
hard.
but dead in the land of the dead.
Are
And
we alive again now?
I don't know. I think Otogi 2 has
Were you
some.
seeking nothing
Yeah,
more than a
there's
dream?
Otogi too.
Wait, there's a sequel?
I played about half of it. You
This is my
don't
second
really-
time commentating for you, and I never knew there was a sequel.
You needed power to live.
I don't really know much about it, but it exists, so it's pretty cool. So I guess I would like to give a huge thank you to my co-commentators. So thank you to you. Also, a thank you to GDQ for letting me showcase this. I believe it's a video game.
I think it's a video game.
And I'd also like to give a big shout out to, I guess, the non-existent Otogi speedrunning community, but also the people in my own Discord who have really supported me for the past couple of years, really. And just a huge thank you to you guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Ameiii, for the amazing run and always fantastic company.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you, Raelcun, for joining despite knowing literally nothing about this game. Oh my gosh.
Hey, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us for that incredible run of Otogi, Myth of Demons. What a fantastical journey from start to finish. I have one donation here that should not ever be forgotten, that needs to be read, from Miltonius Prime, that says, would a sword cake taste like orange? Because of the tang? I'll wait for the laughter to come eventually. And that's it for my shift here at GDQ, but you'll see me again later on throughout the run. We're going to be going it to a series of Twitch ads, and then after that, Argic will be taking over on hosting duty. Thank you all so much for joining us, and don't go anywhere because more AGDQ 2021 online will be coming back right after these short messages from some of our sponsors.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Awesome Day Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. I'm Argic. I'm going to be your host for the upcoming Sega block coming up now. We've got ourselves 5 amazing games from the retro Sega collection coming up here. We're just getting ourselves set up for the next run. So let's get through some donations here. And we're going to start off with an amazing $250 donation here from Scotty, who says, nobody shall pass. That's my best Gandalf voice I've got there. We also have a $10 donation from David, who says, it's games and couches like this that make me love GDQ. It's beat cancer, everybody. And that's right. That is exactly what we are trying to do here. We are raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Do please keep all your donations coming in. And do know as well, you can have a look over at the Games Done Quick website for some amazing prizes. We do have quite a few open from now until Turok Dinosaur Hunter coming up later on this evening. Have a look at some of the stuff there. We got a Ghostbusters ending screen cross stitch that's going to be quite cool there, as well as some Eco the Doodles painting and some Eco the Dolphin plushes as well. So keep an eye out. Have a look at the website for the prizes that are available. You can find the schedule there as well. And of course, we do also have plenty more donations coming in here. We got a $10 donation from Stacey saying, hype for the marathon that takes good causes and shows skills of many gamers out there. Cheers to a good start to 2021. We've also got a $25 donation here from Vincent saying, almost forgot about AGDQ this year. A well-needed break and a great start to 2021. And we got a few donations coming in here for our next runner. We've got an $8.88 donation from 8, who says, hey, Brando, best of luck on your run. You're an excellent runner and you deserve every minute of this. Oh, and he wants you too. Makalai, he wants you too. Hopefully you get that reference, because that one went right over my head. Thanks for the donation, 8. We also have a $10 donation from GH saying, good luck and have fun with the runs today. And a $5 donation from Parvis Lux, who says, long time watcher, but first time donator. No amazing pun for the Ameiii amazing runner. Now that's amazing. And we got a $25 donation here from Blue Ink Ogre, who says, speedruns and a great cause. What a great way to start off 2021. Thank you to everyone who helps make this week happen. And we got a nice $100 donation from Luke here saying, was very much looking forward to the Pikmin 2 run earlier and absolutely delivered. Draz and his crew were fantastic commentators. Looking forward to the rest of the runs. And we do have plenty coming up. This is what, day 2 of 7? Plenty of time to get your donations and plenty of time to watch fantastic runs that we've got coming up throughout the week here. GDQ is definitely one of the best times of the year, honestly. A lot of fun. We also got a $50 donation here from Kenners, who says, prizes? Prizes. Thanks, AGDQ. Indeed, we've got plenty of prizes. You all know, you all love Prize Man Sent. And of course, GDQ Lamp. Everybody loves Lamp. I'm expecting to see nothing but Lamp in like 2 seconds. It's going to be great. And we got a couple of quick fire donations here as well. We got a $15 donation from Lucas Shen. We got a $20 donation from Brad, $25 donation from Oat, and a $25 donation from Anonymous. All with no comment, but thank you very much, all of you, for donating to the cause here. And I'm seeing those lamps. That's exactly what we want to see. What we want to light up the chat there, those GDQ lamps, seeing all those velocities in the virtual audience as well, putting out their lamps. So good. Great fun. All right, we are now ready to get underway with the Ghostbusters run here. We're going to head over to Retro Brando. And there we go. The first time I get to announce a run, and I've already cursed something. I'm so sorry. Apparently, we're having a little bit of tech issues right now, so we got time for more donations. So we got an absolutely phenomenal donation here. We have a $1,500 donation from JP, who says, "Hi everyone, donating in honor of my cousin Jordan, who is watching with family in New York. He got me into GDQ and I love the great work you all do to support cancer research. Here's to a better year ahead." Thank you very much for that donation.